My name is Kenn. I just turned 24. I'm originally from Belgium. I've been working almost from the start I got here as a Dutch customer support agent for Belgium and the Netherlands. Besides my work, I have 3 cats. Well, body modification like tattoos and piercings are still my prior one and the things I mostly save up for. I hear a lot from most people because if you see me and my friends, I'm pretty much the most extreme because I'm covered in tattoos and piercings, while my best friend who comes closest to me has only 1 tattoo and no piercings. So I hear it a lot when I go out and all that like people avoid me or like walk in a circle. Pretty much here in Malta, I know it's an extreme Catholic country, but I don't generally notice it anymore. I've been used to it in high school as well. I've had my share of friends in high school. It wasn't that I was a loner. I never was. I'm actually a very social guy, but when I notice the things around me, I see that I'm like sort of an outcast. I get a lot of stares. People tend to avoid me or actually scared of me as well, especially when I go to Valletta. Usually the people who are with me walk behind me because everybody goes out of my way. So I hear it a lot that people stare at me, and I don't generally care. People can have their own opinions as long as they don't shove it down my throat, of course. I had a hard time finding a job. I went to several companies in Belgium that find a job for you. I had some counselors as well helping me with putting up my resume and training, getting job interviews. And I pretty much heard every time that like that you can't find a job. So I had to take out my piercings and all that. And then actually I landed at H&M. I worked there for 5 years before I came here. And they actually said to me like, your looks don't matter. And that's why how I fought for myself to break the stereotype was getting a position inside a company that pretty much most people would say like, if you look like that, you wouldn't get it. And then I ended up in training for department manager, who showed what I was worth, not only on the outside but the inside, what I could pull off, leadership and all that, and it paid off until I decided to move here. Had to find another job, and pretty much my team leader said as well, you work in a betting company, we don't care how you look, it's what you do. And now I'm actually trying to achieve the same. But like, even if you have a lot of tattoos and piercings, it doesn't matter. It's fun to see if people acknowledge me, even past the way I look, and that's how I try to prove it. I've always been someone who puts my friends before myself, and I try to defend them any way I can. If somebody gets into a discussion with me about people like me trying to get a job as a manager or all that, I'd rather avoid it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, but I'd rather people start seeing the other side. It's a world of first impressions. First impression always counts. I myself do it as well, but in the end I try to get to know the people before making an assumption. That's the most important thing. My message against stereotypes is basically, don't get a first impression, get to know the people. I don't know it as if people stare at me, but I know if they got to know me, they would look at me differently. It's their choice in the end. Everybody has their own life choices and opinions.